The United Nations Women Organization. I never knew that such a useless organization can exist. I'm very curious. Where does the money for this organization comes? Because I'm pretty sure it's from the taxpayers. You would think that they are doing something important for women. For example, the sexualization of kids in real life. By Hollywood, the fashion industry, by teachers, by parents. I don't know, something important. Something that can affect you in real life. Something that can change your life for the better if you're a child and if you're a woman. But no, this useless organization has a problem with drawings. More exactly, with manga. More exactly, a slice of life manga named Tawawa on Monday. And even more exactly, it was an ad in a Japanese newspaper that was promoting the upcoming fourth volume, where she says, "I hope this will be a wonderful week." And apparently, the useless United Nations Women Organization has a problem with this ad, because it's about a minor woman as a male sexual target. First of all, it's not a minor woman, it's a drawing. It's fantasy. It's not real. The character doesn't exist in real life. What if I say she's 21? Can you prove that she's not 21? That she has a real ID? No, it's a cartoon. Anyway, so after they saw the ad, a week later, so apparently they needed a week to complain. What the fuck did they do before that? They were trying to teach their boys how to be less masculine? Or they were trying to steal more money from the taxpayers? Because I'm 100% sure they're not that busy. If a slice of life drama is an issue for them, something that they probably didn't even know existed until they saw the ad. And they probably didn't even see the ad. Somebody told them. So yes, I'm pretty sure they are that useless. Anyway, the United Nations entity of gender equality and empowerment of women. That's a huge ass title for somebody that's very useless, and I'm pretty sure they didn't do anything with their lives except wasting taxpayers' money, and I'm pretty sure they are overpaid, at least double of what a real hardworking person is doing. I bet the creators of this manga make less money than this useless organization, and they actually make something that not only makes money for the community, but also entertains people, including women. Let's continue. So, the website describes the organization as being dedicated to gender equality and the empowerment of women. Okay, so what do they do to dedicate to gender equality and the empowerment of women? Because I'm pretty sure at this manga works at least one woman. So clearly they are not for gender equality and the empowerment of women. Because why would they oppress women? Okay, at first let's continue with what they did. Apparently, they wrote a strong worded letter to complain to the manager of the Nikkei regarding the ad. So, they complained to the manager. So, this organization is a Karen organization. They didn't care about this stuff until now, and they probably still don't. But they still complained to the manager of the newspaper. Oh my fucking god, how useless can you be in this life? Anyway, in their letter, the group, whose executive board currently hosts such anti-gender equality member countries as Sierra Leone and Afghanistan, demanded that the paper give clarification on why they published an ad promoting gender stereotypes. Because of freedom, you fucking idiots. Because they wanted money. Because it was nothing wrong. Because it's not your fucking business. Look at this useless organization demanding that the newspaper gives clarification. Well, how about you? Do you give any clarification for the money that you have? How do you get your money? Are the people okay with giving you money? And if so, who? How about more transparency? Are you sure your organization is not for money laundering? Or for stealing the money from the taxpayers? Including men and women, of course. Who the fuck are you to demand something? And what the fuck clarification do you want? How about because I fucking want to? How about fuck you? Fuck off? How about it's none of your fucking business? Go steal more money from the taxpayers. You fucking useless organization. Well, the newspaper gave an answer because, of course, they did. Because they didn't have the balls to say fuck off, and they responded to the initial outrage, in which Getsuyobi no Tawawa is serialized. Kodansha Weekly Young magazine explained to Comic Natalie that the advertisement was run because April 4th is the first Monday of the year for new employees. We put up a full page ad to get rid of the anxiety and get better. Guess what again? This also includes women. So again, this shit organization is just trying to make the workplace for everybody a living hell. That's all they did. And let's not forget the part where they steal money from the taxpayers. Because I'm pretty sure they cannot justify what they are doing. As I already said, they are creating problems for this newspaper and therefore for their employees, including women, just because of an ad that they didn't like. A useless organization. So the UN Women Japan director Ishikawa Kae explained that the organization's issue with the ad was how it only reflects the view that men want high school girls to do this, and high school girls are given only the personality of supporting men in sexual attraction. With sexual attraction. Yeah, so why don't you write your own fucking manga? That way you will not be so useless at least. And maybe you will actually make money, not spend money. The taxpayers' money. And there's a lot of different manga out there. So if you don't like this one, why don't you go and buy another one and support another manga? Why does every manga has to be a feminist manga? Or at least don't angry the useless women in the UN Women Organization. Because again, this has nothing to do with equality. Instead of wasting everybody's time and complaining to the manager, how about you go and do something about the real women that have issues in real life? Women that are harassed, women that are scared, women that need help. The useless UN Women director from Japan says, obviously we like to suck the cock of Western feminism. Oh, never mind. I misread that. She actually said, obviously, advertising a cartoon about a minor woman as a male sexual target risks promoting stereotypes that impose those roles on women. Well, idiot, isn't your fucking job to empower women? If a fucking manga does a better job than you do, and you're a huge organization, then why the fuck do you still exist? Go and make manga. Because from what you're saying, the manga influences more those women and their role in society. She also adds,
stereotypes about women and girls are a major impediment to gender equality. Since advertising has a great influence on the formation of social norms, the Stereotype Alliance believes that it is necessary to reflect the appearance of diverse people and break away from stereotypes with the aim of gender equality.
oh my fucking god, the Unstereotype Alliance. That sounds like an evil organization. Where is Batman and Superman to stop the Unstereotype Alliance? Anyway, the useless UN Japan woman also says, UN Women is not questioning the attitude of publishers and authors of the manga that appeal to them in advertising, but are rather blaming the Nikkei newspaper for making the decision to place this ad. So now the newspaper must accept only the ads that the UN women want? Is this North Korea or Japan? So you don't have a problem with the manga that you are saying it's creating the issues that you have. You only have a problem with the ad. More exactly, that a newspaper accepted the ad. That's even more retarded. She also adds, because of course she does, she's a Karen.
Without external explanations from the company, I am not convinced that we will continue to work with the company to promote gender equality through the power of advertising.
So you said that the ads have a lot of power, and now you don't want to do ads anymore. So you don't want people to debate, to start a conversation about this, to understand better what you want to say, to change some mentality. You actually are saying something like, well, if you continue putting ads from a manga that we don't like, we will no longer want our advertisement in your newspaper. After you already said that ads are important, you want to change mentalities, to break the stereotypes, and your solution is to not put ads anymore. You're a fucking genius. It's clear that you don't care about the money because you get free money from the taxpayers. And she also says something about the free peas. Presence, does the advertisement include diverse people? Perspective, does the advertisement take into account the perspective of both men and women equally? And last, personality. Is the character of the advertisement depicted as having a personality or independence? Well, this actually doesn't sound that bad. And if you have these free P's, you will be eligible for the award of Nikkei Women Empowerment Advertising Award. But they don't say what are these diverse people. You're referring to the sex, gender, race, mentality, personality. Also, when you say about the perspective of both men and women equally, do you really mean that? And what does that mean? Do you really care, for example, if a woman is superior to a man? Or do you just care when a man is superior to a woman? And what does equally mean? Equal in what way? Because people are not equal even if they are neighbors and both male or female. There is always a difference. And somebody said, well, equal in the face of law. But how about rich people versus poor people? Rich people have more money to defend themselves. And the last part with having personality or independence. How can an ad show if something has a personality or independence? Anyway, they are saying they want to eliminate harmful stereotypes. And I think it's what they decide what's harmful stereotypes. And why would you want to eliminate that? Sometimes you can learn from your mistakes, from your defects. So maybe some stereotypes are good. I think it's more important to learn from them and to avoid them and to not copy paste them. But I think all this alliance does is ignores it. Or at least pretend that it doesn't exist, even if it does. Because all stereotypes has some truth to it. And what about the stereotypes that the UN Women Organization is enforcing? They complain, they act like Karens, they want to talk to the manager. Nobody can have fun because the newspaper said they added the ad to make the new people feel more comfortable. So it sounds like a mother that wants you to come home because you're staying up too late and having fun. Anyway, this is all very stupid and this UN Women Organization should never existed in the first place. Because they only use their energy to complain about an ad. An ad that even if it was for a manga that they don't like, it was used to help the employees and women from the newspaper company to relax, to have a good time. But apparently the UN women are too busy to complain about a manga instead of helping and supporting the people who need it in real life. I just hate these useless organizations that are used only to waste money.